ang talagang ano ba, pinaka mabigat na judgment lang dyan ay tanggal ka sa posisyon at hindi ka na pwedeng humawak pa ng posisyon sa pamahalaan. Tama po ba?
Tama po. Pag
Pero
po ay
pwede po bang pwede po bang paghiwalayin yun? Natanggal ka lang sa posisyon pero pwede ka pa tumakbo or they always come together?
ito po nakalagay po, Christian, no? Hindi po ore.
And
Removal from office and disqualification to hold any office under the Republic of the Philippines. Ibig sabihin,
so tanggal. No,
tanggal
bawal.
po at perpetually ikaw po ay disqualified to hold any public office in our country.
Okay. Ito po sir, ano naman po yung dapat na quantum of evidence? Yung gano'n ba kabigat yung ebidensya? Yung pagturing sa ebidensyang ipe-present?
Yan po ay depende po sa ating mga senador. Dapat ba sundin strictly ang rules on evidence as in criminal cases na proof beyond reasonable doubt? O pwede na yung substantial evidence? Okay? So, yan po ay nasa ating mga senador kung anong susundin. Or any evidence that could convince them to either convict or to acquit. So wala pang strict na pabantayan po dyan, Christian, that will leave to the members of the Senate. Though the rules of court, ang sabi ng ating Constitution o sa rules ng Senado, suppletory po, no, sa gagawin lang rules sa paglitis ng isang respondent, hindi pa akusado, respondent sa impeachment trial.
Opo. I remember nung impeachment trial ni Chief Justice Renato Corona, a substantial portion of the impeachment trial was devoted to the question and quantum of evidence. At isa po sa mga bumangka sa diskusyon nun ay si then Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago. Kung kayo po, sa pagtingin ninyo, no, ano ba dapat yung maging quantum of evidence? Pwede na ba yung dito? Wag naman siguro proof beyond reasonable doubt, no? Napakahirap nun, no? Pero yung mga substantial evidence, ano po ba dapat sa tingin?
Sa tingin ko po, Christian, yung proof beyond reasonable doubt sa criminal cases. But this is not a criminal case. It is political and judicial at the same time. Sabi ng isang authority, it is quasi-judicial, it is quasi-political. Okay? So in other words, we should not judicialize or weaponize the rules of court against the respondent. So sa tingin ko po, anything that would convince the senators, that would be appealing to their conscience, would be enough to convince them whether to convict or to acquit a respondent.
Pero ang requirement nun, sir, dapat may konsensya. Joke lang. Dapat merong well-formed conscience.
We pray for the best always, Christian.
Siyempre, sa mga viewers natin, hindi po sapat na may konsensya ang isang tao. Dapat po meron tinatawag na well-formed conscience. Tama yung pagkakahubog. Sir, pasensya na, medyo susulitin ko po kayo, no? Ito, konti na lang po yung tanong ko. Malino na po ba yung definition when it comes to what constitutes betrayal of public trust as an impeachable offense or yung other high crimes? Ano po ba yung definition?
Ito pong betrayal of public trust, Christian, medyo mahaba po ang diskusyon dito sa Constitutional Commission. Ang nag-sponsor po nito ay si Commissioner Rustico de los Reyes. Ito isang dating kinatawan ng Laguna, no? So, ang sabi niya, to the best of my recollection, any misconduct that betrays your oath of office and you disrespect the office that you now hold, disregarding the common good of the people, that would be betrayal of public trust. It's an all-embracing term that would cover any act of disloyalty, any breach of trust that they have sworn to uphold against the interests of the people.
Okay. Kunwari, yung respondent, sinabi, kumontak na siya ng papatay at pumayag na yung papatay, napatayin yung presidente kung siya raw yung mapatay. Can that or should that fall under betrayal of public trust?
Christian, hindi pa ako senador, no? So,
kaya nga pwede natin pag-usapan, sir, dahil hindi naman tayo pasok sa trial,
kung akong tatanungin mo, no, yung siya ay kumuha na, no, ng isang tirador, sabihin natin.
Opo.
Para
Sabi niya, no joke, no joke.
kung no joke, no joke. Hindi ba may sinumpaan tayo to uphold the Constitution, the rule of law, nung tayo pa ay manungkulan? Is it consistent with the rule of law, upholding the Constitution, napapatay ka ng public official? At it is no joke? Hindi ba betrayal of public? What example can we give? If we say, following the theory of Commissioner Felix Aquino, it is an exemplary way to teach our public official. It is not an exemplary way. It is not promoting constitutional government, but disorder in our country. So para sa akin, ito ay opinion ko lang po, Christian, no? Ako ay wala pong pinag-ikan. To me, kung sasabihin niya ng isang mataas na opisyal ng ating bansa, would be betrayal, pagtaksil sa sinumpaan na isang naglilingkod sa bayan.
Okay. Ito naman po, sir, hypothetical na dahil tapos na, no? Yung dating presidente, kita natin yung kanyang mga pronouncements in public, yung madaming bibig, mura ng mura, nandun yung presidential seal, nangahalik ng babae sa harap ng stage, diba sinabi niya yung mga Amazona, barilin sa vagina. Yung ganun ba, kung sakaling na-impeach siya, or merong impeachment complaint, kung sakali, no? Wala namang ganun ng panahon niya, would those actuations fall under betrayal of public trust?
Unahin natin, Christian, pag ikaw ay ang pinakamataas na nanunungkulan sa pamahalaan, ikaw ay naglilingkod, dapat halimbawa ka. Exemplary conduct ang pinapakita mo. Because what you say, what you do, yan po ay tinitingnan ng kabataan. Tinitingnan ng mga tao. Pag masamang ginagawa mo, masamang ehemplo ang binibigay mo, hindi po yan kumbaga good for our government, for our country. So would that be betrayal of public trust na babarilin mo, etc., etc., a legal interpretation of betrayal of public trust, to me, no? Again, depende sa standards mo, no? Would be betrayal of public trust. Binigyan ka, niluklok ka para maging halimbawa ng tama, exemplary conduct. So to me, para sa akin lang po, would be betrayal of public trust.
Can you enlighten us yung definition ba talaga nung tinatawag ng culpable violation of the Constitution tsaka yung other high crimes?
Kung culpable violation of the Constitution, ibig sabihin malinaw na ikaw ay lumabag sa ating saligang batas, no? So, culpable violation of the Constitution. So, other high crimes, sabihin natin na yung fraudulent use of the resources of government intended for the public good, of the common good, no? So pera ng bayan ito, pera ng buwis ng taong bayan na dapat ginagamit sa tamang paraan. So para sa akin po that would be an example of a high crime.